It always amazes me how impromptu random situations can develop into profound and meaningful conversations in unexpected places. When I arrived at the Bacon Butty van this morning, a man I'd met before who owns an Akita and understands Coco's issues was waiting for his coffee, but the coffee maker was being fixed. So I went for another short walk around the Pinewoods. When we arrived back at the van, the same man was still there, but he was talking to a man who had arrived while I was away. While I was waiting for my bacon to be fried, the conversation between the three of us drifted to illnesses, and the Akita owner mentioned that he suffered with musculoskeletal, which took an age to diagnose, and he had struggled to find medicine to relieve the symptoms. He then joked that the best thing he took was Calms, which he only knew about from when his wife was pregnant, but it helped bring calm to his mind, reset his sleep pattern, and slowly he started to feel better. The conversation then turned to the power of the mind, how he can't sleep in the back bedroom because it reminds him of his illness, how I relearnt to accept that my heart would go fast when I exercised, how he and his friend cope with PTSD from their times in the army, how he still struggles to sleep, and how Coco helped me to keep going when I could have just sat and vegged. By now, his wife had left to walk home. My brew had gone cold, and an impatient Coco had tried, thankfully unsuccessfully, to grab my bacon butty. On the outside, the Akita man always appears in control, well-balanced, and self-assured, but our conversation demonstrated again that the hidden inner life experiences paint a different story. Hopefully, our conversation helped. For obvious reasons, I can't fully appreciate how difficult it is to live with premenstrual dysphoric disorder, or PMDD, but I can empathize with the feeling of having your life fall apart. When I was really struggling, it was every day with no respite, but as I've gradually dealt with the anxiety that engulfed my life, the struggle has eased, but I still get days when my heart will react and everything becomes a real challenge again. It mentions in an article about PMDD that women can feel like they're losing their minds, can't control their emotions, can't be productive, can't be around their partner. The loss of control is significant enough that it makes some women suicidal. And that is exactly how I felt and occasionally feel now, when my heart has one of those days. Thankfully, unlike PMDD, my bad days are less frequent. It must be horrendous to have those symptoms on a regular and frequent basis, and the same goes for people living with fibromyalgia, etc. Physical triggers of mental illness that are misunderstood by society, probably because of their invisibility, but nevertheless as real, damaging and disabling as a broken leg or a heart attack. I'd never heard of PMDD until a friend told me about it. Their struggles are real, their strength incredible, and their lives inspirational. Until you talk, listen, and understand, you'll never see.